Hi folks, I'm a little sick at the moment, but time waits for no man. So, with all of that well in mind and near in heart, I wanted to make a small clip at the beginning of this video updating everyone on a couple of important things to me. The biggest thing being, in an effort to be as transparent with the money coming to me as the money going to the National Parks Foundation, I, thanks to your contributions, have been able to buy a mic. That probably doesn't sound like much to a lot of you, but typically the amount of money I make month to month allows me to buy food and next month's rent. So this, and I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this, would not have been possible if it were not for the contributions of you guys. So thank you so much. And now, as promised, here is the beginning of my itinerary for Indiana Dunes National Park. As a disclaimer, my first day in Indiana Dunes National Park is going to be quite hiking intensive. I'm going to start at West Beach and do the West Beach 3 Loop, which includes one of the harder trails in the park, the Dune Succession Trail, also known as Diana's Dare, in honor of Alice Mabel Gray, aka Diana of the Dunes, an advocate for the dunes in the early 1900s. I'll complete that trail and Diana's Dare and get my sticker, because if you don't think I wouldn't hike something physically difficult for a sticker, you're out of your goddamn mind. And then hike the Paul H. Douglas Trail to see the oak savanna covered dunes, wildflowers, and potentially beavers, which I've never seen in the wild despite working with them in captivity. The next day, I'll be doing something entirely unique, as far as I know, which is going into Indiana Dunes State Park, which is actually located inside Indiana Dunes National Park. First, I'll be hiking the 3 Dune Challenge, the 3 tallest dunes in the park, Mount Holden, Mount Jackson, and Mount Tom. Then I'll be going to see the 1933 Chicago World's Fair Century of Progress homes, also located in the park. And in the evening, I'll go into Chicago for my first time trying Chicago-style deep dish pizza. So, if you're from Chicago, or if you've ever been, leave me a recommendation. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. There are a few other small activities I'm intending on doing in the park, but I will cover those in tomorrow's video. As always, I wanted to include a small bit at the end here where I thank you all so much for the support that I've gotten over this past couple of weeks. You, yes you, whether you've commented, liked, shared, favorited, reposted, or donated money to the trip, any action in between, you are percentage points responsible, without exaggeration, for me being able to afford a mic for this series. So, thank you so much. That is not a responsibility that I take lightly. In the meantime, send this to your friends who would like this, send this to your enemies who would hate this. Remember to take a hike today, and stay tuned for more updates.